Hey, everybody, welcome to It Tastes Different Gaming News. Have you been wanting to play 20 Ladies and you're playing on PlayStation? Well, too damn bad, you get 20 Bunnies instead. Apparently, there is a censored version of a game called 20 Ladies going to the PlayStation 4, which is called 20 Bunnies. The game is made by East Asia Soft, who titles include things like Wafu Undercover and Hentai vs. Evil. I recommend the second one. The game is apparently getting a censored down version on the PlayStation 4 that changes the characters from females dressed in basically nothing to rabbits dressed in basically nothing. So if you're a furry, hop on board. So let's go to our resident furry expert, Pat. Pat, tell us about your furry.
I thought you were going for Nick on that one. You tricked me.
Well, look at you, man. You're the only one who is furry.
I'm the man bear. I'm the bear. So I don't know what to think of this. I never even heard of these games until I saw this article. And I guess I never paid too much attention that Sony is such a huge, because this article led me down a rabbit hole of times when Sony censored things. And I'm like, really? I guess I didn't pay too much attention that things get censored over there. But I guess things like games like hentai and waifus type stuff is way more popular over there than they are here in the US. We don't have a whole lot of that over here. If we do, it's not exactly widely spread or widely known. You could go on Steam and get some of this stuff and, some stuff like that. But it's just not something I typically see or hear about over here in the US, So I don't keep tabs on it. But like I said, when I started reading this article, I stumbled on another website that basically said, here are some of the other things that Sony censored in the past. From what I could read, there is no proof that Sony is the reason behind the censoring. It's just that on Sony, you get 20 bunnies, and in Switch, you get 20 ladies, which seems completely backwards to me. I don't know how that happened. I would think that Switch is way more mindful about their children audience than Sony is, but I don't know. I have no clue. I'm a little speechless about it. The names are great. I have not been brave enough to check out any of the YouTube videos yet because I don't know what that's going to be like.
I have.
Did you check out the 20 bunnies just to see what it looked like? It looks like the art style is way better in the 20 bunnies, and they're actually fully clothed and look like anthropomorphic bunnies than the screen grabs from the 20 ladies, because they look pretty poorly drawn, and it looks like somebody, whoever made that, needs to take an ethics class on inappropriate drawings, because these are some very Asian looking drawings is the only way I can say it. And it looks very racist to me when I look at it. I'm like, these are all white chicks with very Asian features. So it is what it is. I've never heard of this or seen it till it got brought up in the news. And now I went down a rabbit hole, and I'm like, it's like watching a train wreck. You're like, I just can't look away. Oh, what's that? Oh, so Nick, what do you think? Did it just make you want to pull out your waifu pillow and snuggle up and read the article?
Makes me want to go buy some carrots. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, it would be weird for Sony to censor something like this when you have games like The Witcher that do have, nude women and sex scenes. And I mean, even God of War back in the day had. And
Geralt's spread eagle in the bathtub,
Yeah, well, they don't. I think it's butt or something you can see, but like the girls, you do see their features and stuff in those games. And God of War had that too, even back on the PlayStation 2, or PlayStation 2. So it's really weird to see that. It would be weird that Sony would censor something like that unless they just don't like hentai, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they have something at real looking women. Okay. But if they're like hentai, Asian, anime women, now we have a red line there. We're not going to cross that, I guess. Turn them into bunnies. So that works better. Yes. Turn them into bunnies. In the 20 ladies, in the video for that, the YouTube trailer, like it looks like Super Meat Boy, but then you uncover the girls and they're totally nude and they have censor bars over their good bits. I don't know if the full game will have that, but they do in the trailer. So I'm wondering, I haven't watched the 20 Bunnies trailer, but I'm wondering, is it the same thing on there? Because
They censor out the furry bits.
Yeah, they censor the furry bits, and in the full game they're not censored. That would just be, I think that would be more weird than just sticking with the ladies, right? I don't know, just for me.
I can see your cottontail.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. This is a weird thing. It's surprising to see Sony censor stuff like this because they are kind of seen as the more hardcore platform. So it is a strange thing to see, but I don't know.
Right, Nintendo's the more PC, right? Nintendo's always been the one that's more children-ish, children-esque,
in the past, at least.
Right? Yeah, I guess Nintendo don't care anymore. Just put whatever you want on our system.
Yeah, Nintendo don't give a shit. We've said it before.
Well, they've already have like 2 or 3 of their this developers' titles on the Switch, so why not add another?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
well, these are adult rated, right? I mean, I think when I tried to go to the YouTube video, it hit me with "Are you of age?"
They did.
So I'm like, it has to be an adult rated video game at that point, or at least somewhat censored.
Well, the topic will also just trigger the 21 or older thing. So, but yeah, it's definitely flipped. Nintendo and Sony have definitely swapped places. If that's the case, I agree with Pat, though. I don't really think Sony would have censored that. I can definitely see, Nintendo doing something like that. So if this is getting on Nintendo, Nintendo's really slipped the last couple of generations of consoles. Not of the console, just as a company. So, I mean, if they're letting this shit fly through, that's a real surprise. Nintendo used to, they used to have a wholesome thing going on. Mortal Kombat, the blood was green, or you couldn't even have it at all. Stuff like that. And now Nintendo's like, I don't care, money, money, money. So. I personally think it's freaking hilarious. Wafu bunnies or wafu girls. So it definitely seems like an odd. Why not wafu cats or dogs?
Don't give them any ideas.
Oh, the sequel, Wafu Gerbils, the Richard Gere collection.
What I want to know
Richard Gere, kids.
What I want to know is, what does Super Meat Boy have to do with naked ladies? What does a Super Meat Boy platformer have to do with naked ladies?
Okay, listen to what you just said. Super Meat Boy, naked ladies. What do they have to do with each other? That's how babies are made. I'll have to talk with you later.
Well, that's not how Super Meat Boy Square fits inside of a lady.
Well, rabbit vagina's a square.
He's like Meatwad.
Meatwad. He just makes his own little appendages.
Yep.
God, I knew this topic was going to get a little off-handed. It's definitely surprising to see something like this coming on Nintendo. I mean, not to sound gross. The whole concept of the game from what I watched on the video and a little bit I read is just it's Super Meat Boy, but you get boobies out of it eventually. But the boobies have barcodes across them, so I have no idea why anybody would want to play this game. I didn't like Super Meat Boy. I didn't hate it. It was not a game for me. So this game is definitely not going to be for me. And 2, if you see somebody playing this on the bus, you might want to move a seat over.
Well, yeah, especially because they're going to be playing the adult version on the Switch on their bus. They're not going to be playing the PlayStation. If you're playing the PlayStation version, you probably need to run from them because the bunnies, from looking at the game trailer, the bunnies are not nude. They're just fully clothed anthropomorphic bunny women. And I'm like, okay, I guess if you like Super Meat Boy and platformers, this might be kind of cool, but it doesn't seem like anything special from anything I saw on it. So
I agree. Let me ask you something, Nick. What do you think Pat was Googling up when he came across this article? Hotnakedrabbits.com.
Probably 20 ladies.
Lola Bunny. Where are they now?
Women dressed like rabbits.
Lola Bunny. What happened to Lola Bunny?
Yeah, the trailer, they're fully clothed, and it looks like a bunch of Bugs Bunnies like standing around in different clothing. It's really kind of strange. I mean, at that
cross-dressing
point, why
modes.
didn't they just not make it like bunnies or anything? Just like certain things you like, I don't know, coins you have to collect,
Right.
you know?
Call it like 20 avatars or something.
Yeah, 20 coins or something like that. You have to collect these unique coins throughout the level. That would have, I mean, because the ladies, like, I understand the appeal of that part, but the 20 bunnies, like, I don't get the appeal of that. It just changes to something like coins or some relics or something like that they have to collect.
Right. Yeah, because it doesn't make sense to me neither. And I don't know why they did this. So I don't know if it's Sony. Maybe there's some. I don't know a whole lot about what Sony's game restrictions are. I play Sony games for their like AAA exclusives. That's what I play mostly Sony for. So I don't usually look at some of the titles that are outside of that genre on Sony because I'm just like, I can find everything everywhere else for the most part. I guess if I want to play 20 bunnies, I ain't going to find it there. Or 20 ladies, I should say. I'm only going to get 20 bunnies. So I don't really look on there that much. And maybe they have some pretty stringent controls in place for nudity and sex and graphics, stuff like that. But I mean, as you had mentioned,
Possible.
the Witcher series and stuff like that, naked ladies, you see naked stuff everywhere in there. So it can't be that. And from what I've seen, it's not overly sexualized. It's just naked avatars of women. And I'm like, okay, if that floats your boat, whatever. But I don't get the appeal of it. Reminds me of back in when I was a kid and my buddy had strip poker on the PC and it was just static images of naked women. And I'm like, no, why? What am I getting out of this?
A boner.
Well, I mean,
I need more than
PlayStation does have like they have a ton of them on there. There are quite a few, like 5 or 6 of the Sakura Succubus, which is a anime, and it is considered adult, especially on PlayStation Store.
Is it AO rated?
Action, it's adventure, and it's adult. Well, 20 Ladies is only mature, and this one, the Succubus game is also mature for sexual content and strong language. Now, I don't know if there's any nudity in the game, but it's dang close, right? Because if you look at the screenshots for it, it's pretty close to it. So yeah, it would seem weird that they wouldn't let that, which these are more detailed drawings than what you're going to get in 20 Ladies, which seems like some dude just drew them overnight, right? And they all have the same feature set,
right?
And
maybe they were trying not to go for the genre, right? Because I think like the Sakura games are rated as adult on PlayStation. So as you're saying, so I mean,
they're mature. They're rated mature, but
okay. Because when I look at it, it says genre adult. So I didn't know if
in the genre, right? But
they're rated as mature.
The rating is mature.
Yeah.
I gotcha. So, and then what's the 20 bunnies or 20 ladies? Is that rated mature as well? I guess I wonder if it even has a rating yet.
It does. It's rated mature.
Okay, so they're
for
both
nudity
rated.
and sexual content.
So
Yep, and barcodes on boobies.
Barcode on movies. So I guess you get to see naked bits without the bar on it. So
I would assume so.
And by the way, Nick, I love the phrase "naked bits."
Naked bits.
I don't think I've heard that one before.
The naked good bits is what.
Yep, naked bits.
But yeah, this is definitely an odd story. I'm glad we discussed it because it definitely makes you think where Nintendo has gone from their original beginnings to what they're allowing now. So I think it's surprising, really. But hey, everybody likes boobies, pixelated or not.
And bunnies.
And bunnies.
Oh, man, you got to pet the bunny, George. Pet the bunny. Mice and men, look it up, kids. But anyways, does anybody else want to, put some bells on these bunnies before we go, or no?
Sony Y.
Just tie a string to the carrot. Lead the way.
Lead those bunnies to the furry convention.
All right. Well, thanks for listening. In the comments section, I want you to put down your best guesses for what Pat was Googling when he came across this article. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends. And we will see you next time. See ya.